Hello and welcome to the DP World Dressing Room. I'm FAKHR-E-ALAM. You're watching 10 Sports. Our continued coverage of the ICC Champions Trophy. And the news out of Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore is that the Black Caps are on their way to the finals. And South Africa, well, their journey comes to an end, and so does the ICC Champions Trophy's journey in Pakistan comes to an end. The final now comes to Dubai, the Ring of Fire, where India and New Zealand will play the decider and see who gets to wear those white jackets. To discuss about today's game, we've got four fantastic individuals in the DP World Dressing Room. First up, off-spin bowler, middle-order batsman, fashion guru, and has been absolutely dot on in terms of spin bowling, is Nikhil Chopra. Nikhil, good evening. Welcome. Looking sharp.
Good evening. Thank you, sir. I like the energy in the voice because the Black Caps make it into the final.
Yes, absolutely. The Caps are in. You know, this should be fun. Next up, I've got another legend with me, ladies and gentlemen. Batsman terrorizing, toe-crushing, golf-swinging, Nolaka of the DP World Dressing Room. The legend was WAQAR YOUNIS. Welcome.
Hello, sir.
I was going to give the other name, but I've just missed it. Anyway, how are you, man? Good to have you.
I'm great. I'm happy.
Looking good.
Thank you very much. A good thing is that I've maybe gone up a little bit in the rankings.
In the rankings. Oh, yes. And I give you 2 points.
Okay.
You know,
Still not going to make any difference.
But I still give you 2 points. Okay. Important. Next up, cricket royalty, one of the finest to grace cricket grounds all around the world. Represented Pakistan proudly, captained Pakistan proudly, and given us a lot of great, glorious memories. I've got Mr. WASIM AKRAM. Vaz, good evening and welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Assalamu alaikum ji. Kya haal hai sabka?
And finally, ladies and gentlemen, he batted for India. Great. We played a few great innings, made them very, very happy, glorious days. And his actual royalty in waiting, I got the Prince of Jamnagar, Mr. AJAY JADEJA. Jaddu Paji, welcome.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good to have you here, man.
Good
Looking
to be
happy?
here. Thanks for having us here.
Yep. Wasim, let's get cracking. Let's bring up the match summary first up. This is how it went down. It was New Zealand that won the toss and elected to bat first. And look at that. Did they bat? Did they bat? Look at the total they put up. That was a big total at one point. It did not look possible, but then somehow South African bowlers made it possible for New Zealand. South Africa, well, what do I say? 50 runs defeat. New Zealand march on to the finals. Wasim, let me ask you this. Was this South Africa choking, or was this just a really poor performance by South Africa?
Both a bit, but New Zealand, they dominated the whole game from the ball one.
Yeah.
The way they came out, the body language, the way they batted, the way they bowled, the way they fielded, everything. They looked like a complete side. Every base was covered. If you compare spinners to spinners, South Africa के spinners ने कोई out नहीं किया, इनके spinners ने 7 out किए हैं, Phillips ने और इसने मिला के, कप्तान ने. What I like about the captain is after winning, first time he's captaining his team in ICC tournament, and final में पहुंचे हैं, बिल्कुल calm था, cool था, और पता ही नहीं था कि क्या हो रहा है. Coming back to South Africa, when they, last 10 overs, I was watching, obviously we were all watching, and I was watching very closely.
Right.
They had fast bowlers we discussed before in the morning. They had, Nagidi, they had Rabada, quick, and Janssen 140 plus. But last 10 overs, they bowled 36% slow balls. And I was just hanging my head on why are they bowling slow balls? And the ball, when they showed the ball in about 35th, 34th over, and you could see it could reverse swing miles. But nowadays, bowlers don't even bother to bowl reverse swing. They're bowling slow balls. They had pace. Yeah. But once the total was 360, I think the game was done by them.
You know, interesting, because pre-match में आज हमने बात की थी exactly इस चीज़ की when Ravi Shastri was here with us कि ये slower ball की तरफ क्यों जाते हैं? Yeah. WAQAR was also saying that because of the field restriction. This is how it was. Look at the slow balls coming down.
ये अगर आपका मेरा मतलब है रिवर्स स्विंग हो रहा है तो then they should have utilized. They bowled way too many. So it was very obvious what they were trying to do.
Right.
और once you know what's coming at you, then it becomes very, very easy. And Wasim bhai said it right कि जब 350, 360 हो गया था, एक छोटा सा पीरियड शायद आया था बीच में जहाँ पे इन्होंने थोड़ा सा पुल बैक किया था from 38 to 44th over. जहाँ पे इन्होंने ब्रेक्स लगाई थी, अच्छी बॉलिंग की थी, लेकिन then
So,
again
you know,
Phillips played
batters,
really well.
especially in the last 10 overs, they were expecting 2 balls. As a bowler, you have to be unpredictable.
Right.
आपको predictable नहीं होना. उनको 2 बॉलों का वेट कर रहे थे, एक स्लो बॉल जो पीछे लगे और एक जरा थोड़ा सा तेज बॉल ऑफ स्टंप के बाहर करे.
खिंचा हुआ थोड़ा
तो जब आपको पता है एज अ बैटर के दौर पिंच हिटर अगर लास्ट में खेलते हो आपको पता है मैंने 2 बॉलिंग करनी है, इन्होंने तीसरी बॉल करनी ही नहीं. So you are ready and prepared to hit those balls, and they did. They scored 196 from 11 till the 40th over, जो कि सबसे एक फील्डर आपका बाहर चला जाता है.
Jadu, let's take a look at the innings story. This is how it went down for New Zealand and South Africa on your screens now. Where do you think this all went wrong for South Africa?
I think, I mean, obviously you look at those numbers, 26 to 40, that looks the obvious one.
Yeah.
But I think it is just at the beginning of that. It's not towards the end. It's from the 26th to the 30th over where they lost their third, fourth batsman. You know, when you're 4 down versus, you know, being 1 down, what New Zealand were at that stage.
Right.
What Wasim bhai was talking about, why they could get those many number of runs in the last 10 overs, this is New Zealand, was because they had wickets in hand. You know, they could throw their bats.
Yeah.
You know, the platform was set. The top 2 guys took them all the way to the 30th over, and what WAQAR was saying, it was a tough because the ball got older, as they say.
Yeah.
On flatter pitches, harder pitches, actually it's more difficult to score later in the innings
Ball
because the
gets
ball gets
softer too.
softer.
Yeah.
Yep. Nikhil, sorry, go ahead. No, finish.
So I think they played it smartly as well.
Yeah.
They waited and they won the game there, and South Africa lost it a bit too early.
Yeah.
Spinners picked up so many wickets, and then there is no chance. What you saw at the end was just, you know, Miller style. When game is out of control, gone beyond you, that's when he starts firing.
That's firing up. Talking about the spinners, Nikhil. South African spinners did not pick any wicket. But again, in the second innings, all of a sudden, New Zealanders picked up 7 wickets with spin bowling. Was the wicket behaving differently in the second innings?
First, you know, I think Keshav Maharaj you know, bowled decently well, but credit where it's due. I think that partnership of 164 between Rachin Ravindra and Kane Williamson just set the tone really nicely. You know, singles nice and easy, 6 and over, hardly anything in it for the spinners. But when you come back out to defend 362 runs on board, all of a sudden you get that brave heart sort of thing as a spinner that you're looking to flight the ball. And we all know what Mitchell Santana is all about. A little bit of wear and tear. He was able to toy with the batting, flighted deliveries, plenty of revs on the ball. He got a couple of those deliveries to grip from within the stump. If it's grips from outside the stump, it still gets easier for the batsman. But when it starts gripping from within the stumps, then for the batsman, it gets really, really tough. And I think they just got simply outplayed. Outstanding cricket by New Zealand.
एक सवाल मैं पूछूं सबसे मिलर ने 100 किया है, ठीक है, उसका पहला 50 जो है आप तकरीबन 350 चेज कर रहे हो, रन बॉल आया है और अगला जो 50 है उसका 17 बॉलों में है, तो वो पहले सोया हुआ था. मेरा मतलब है कि जो अगर जब 50 बॉल खेले हैं, जब आपका क्लेसन आउट हो गया, आपके सामने आउट हो, तो व्हाई डिडंट ही टेक द चार्ज एंड प्लेड द वे ही प्लेड आफ्टर हिज 50 टू गेट टू हिज 100? व्हाई डिडंट ही प्ले दैट वे? आई मीन यू वांट टू गो डाउन you know, fighting. I don't think he fought. I mean, इसको 100 को, you know, wipe out भी कर देंगे तो it will not make any difference.
Also,
but that 17 ball, like 50, 49 he scored.
Should have been earlier.
I don't understand that bit.
And the captain
Too late. मैं वही कह रहा हूँ,
ये पहले क्यों नहीं शुरू किया?
भाई इसके साथ आप देख लो, हिस्ट्री इसकी उठा के देखो. ये आउटस्टैंडिंग प्लेयर है, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं. नंबर्स कई चीज दिखाती है ना.
Right.
आप इनको मैं आईपीएल में भी इतने साल से देख रहे हैं. जब मैच किसी और के बस का ना हो ना जीतने का, कि नथिंग टू लूज पे पहुंच जाए, फिर ये छोड़ता नहीं है. जो ये हुआ आज भी, जो आखिरी के 50 की जो बात, एक होता है ना कि गेम एक ही पेस पे चलनी है, क्योंकि यार छक्का है या छक्का है, यू नो. फिर उसके साथ इन प्लेयरों के साथ प्रॉब्लम ये होती है कि सामने वाला क्या करे, क्योंकि आप गेम चलाते नहीं है. तो ये नंबर्स हैं एक्चुअली, कई बार होता है. हम भी खेले ऐसे, ऐसी बात
रन रेट तो नहीं ठीक करना था ना इधर. रन रेट का
ये
तो
तो
चक्कर नहीं
knockout
था.
है.
तो आपने अगर जो 50 से आ रहे हो, 100 से हार जाओ यार. At least give yourself a chance.
And the captain took 7 deliveries to get to his 50.
Which I could not
Which
understand.
I don't understand.
Because
He started
Mitchell
off
on
slow.
if Mitchell on the other, contrast देखें जरा आप, Bavuma took that long to get to his 50. Mitchell on the other hand, on 49, was going after the bowling. He wasn't concerned about his 50. He said, let's try to put that big total on the...
You know, I think they were in a shell in any case, 362 on board. कप्तान 50 तो दूर की बात है, 12-13 बॉलों में तो पहला रन आया था.
Yeah.
They didn't go after the bowling in the first 10 to
कोशिश
try
भी
and
नहीं कर
make life easy for the batsman who's going to walk in.
क्लासिंग आउट हुआ उसके बाद गेम लगी ही नहीं, बस
लगी नहीं. Rachin Ravindra. Tell me what's so special about this kid, because he just keeps making those centuries at this age.
I mean, special is of course what he's been doing, but I mean, just watching him bat, I think a couple of things that come to mind is because when you see players from, you know, not from India, you don't associate wrist work with them as much.
Right.
This man has the, you know, जो overseas player खेलते हैं, tall, stands tall for sure, his balance is beautiful, but the wrist work is also there. So he's got the power of, you know, what we call the, you know, Sena country players.
Yeah.
And then look at that, you know, that drive is also with wrist. This shot again. So, ये देखो ना.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got class, there's no doubt. And nowhere does it look that he's trying to force the inning. He's got a 100-ball 100.
Yeah.
You know, he's taken his own time. He doesn't wait. It's not like first 40, he'll score in 60 balls. And then he'll take a chance and score.
Right.
Like Miller.
Like Miller.
Like, not just Miller, a lot of our players. I mean, we in subcontinent play like that. You know, we take time to set. But this man seems to play at the same pace throughout the innings. I mean, he's waiting. If he gets a bad ball, and 2 in a row, it's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then, you know, he'll wait.
I really enjoyed his batting. You know, I was discussing with Jaddu just during the अभी ऊपर कि ये बॉल को आगे से पकड़ रहा था. You know, आप देखें कि फ्रंट फुट पे जाके वहीं से वो ऐसे मारा था. वो आप बता रहे थे एक ही प्लेयर ऐसा याद आता है अगर स्ट्रेट अवे बैक ऑफ द माइंड. यू आर सेइंग हेडन.
आई थिंक मैथ्यू हेडन भी होता था, आगे ही रहता था, वहीं से ऐसे आज उसने एक पुल मारा मार्को यानसन को, आई थिंक तीसरे ओवर में ऐसे थप्पड़ मारा. आई थिंक वहीं से स्टार्ट हो गया, गेम ही चेंज हो गई. फिर एक ऊपर से मारा, फिर एक नीचे मारा, वन बाउंस रुक गई. सो इट जस्ट शोज यू हाउ मच टाइम ही इज गॉट, एंड ही इज नॉट waiting for short ball to go back in it. He's, you know, going forward all the time, and then from there he just smashes
वो
it.
बात करते हैं इंटेंट की कि इंटेंट होनी चाहिए. That's what intent means. हमें बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. That's what intent is. कि अच्छे बॉल को भी he was pushing, he was looking for runs. He was never in a place where he said, okay, अब out हो गया उधर से तो मुझे आराम से खेलना है. He plays his game. That's his game, and he's positive. His initial और जो पहली thought है ना उसके दिमाग के अंदर वो ये है कि I'm looking for a boundary, I'm looking for a 6, and then if it's a good ball, I'll manage one.
I think a point that I probably missed out to explain him better is that हमारे जो बाकियों की बात है इंटेंट की, होता है एक ही शॉट होती है हमारे इंटेंट में. किसी इस बंदे के पास आज 100 बनाया तो ऑब्वियसली अच्छा लग रहा है, बट आप देखें ड्राइव है, चाहे वो कवर के ऊपर तरफ से है या सीधी है, थोड़ा सा इधर भी एक आध दो चौके दिखाएं तो आपकी कोई भी लेंथ है ना उसमें वो अनकंफर्टेबल नहीं है. तो आप कहां से रोकेंगे इसको? इसका एक ही तरीका है, आउट हो जाए तो. कट भी खेलता है, पुल भी मारता है, यू नो, फ्लिक तो सारे ही मार लेते हैं, लेकिन जो ड्राइविंग है, मोस्ट पीपल यू विल सी ड्राइविंग इज इन वन प्लेस. Unless you give them a half volley, they only drive one place. So even the greatest players, if you see, good length ball, they hit at one direction only. Whereas this man has the ability to hit a good ball, not a outstanding ball, but a decent ball in 3-4 different places.
Directions.
And that's because, you know, one is technique and the rest.
बाकी सब अच्छा था, लेकिन फ्लिक की बात आएगी तो मेरे से अच्छी नहीं मार सकता. अभी मेरे
Good point. That's what they
Straight drive भी तेरी बैट.
Yeah, sometimes.
Slip
mainly.
Wow. All right, good. But how good was Rachin Ravindra's partner on the other end, Williamson? I think one of the greats of the game.
Absolutely.
Look at this.
Look at this, 102 runs. All started off very slowly. पर उसके बाद इसने जो आखिरी दूसरा 50 किया है वो ठीक-ठाक स्ट्राइक रेट से किया है. And make the shot इसकी बेस्ट शॉट थी जो मुझे लगी सबसे अच्छी इसकी. पूरा टाइम करके वेट करके फिर कदमों का इस्तेमाल भी किया उसने, रिवर्स लैप भी मारी. He is still one of the top players in world cricket, Kane Williamson. और जो उसने 62 बनाए हैं आखिरी के उस 40
बॉलों में
38 गेंदों में बनाया.
38 में बनाया, 38 balls.
So इसने कहा है कि इन दोनों ने ही बस काम शुरू किया, उसके बाद नीचे वालों ने आके तो अपना वो पूरा किया because wickets in hand, nothing to lose, and then obviously South Africa out of the game, unfortunately.
All right, with that it's time for the fall of wickets, brought to you by the Tamasha app. Should be voice? Yes, voice. Nikhil.
इस तरीके से बड़ी हिट मारने की कोशिश में विल यंग आउट हुए. एलिवेशन थी लेकिन दूरी नहीं. उसके बाद 100 बनाने के बाद रचिन रविंद्र आउट हुए। फिर केन विलियमसन ने भी अपना शतक पूरा किया और लेथम इस तरीके से, क्योंकि रन तेजी से बनाने थे इसलिए आउट हुए। वहाँ पे एक अच्छी पारी खेली डैरल मिचेल ने, लेकिन अंत में डीप मिड विकेट पे आउट हुए। ऑफ स्टंप के बाहर की गेंद, शायद वो चौका तराश रहे थे, कवर्स के खिलाड़ी के हाथ में गई गेंद।
ये कभी भी कंफर्टेबल नहीं था, यू नो। शुरू में ही जो डॉट बॉल खेले उसकी वजह से प्रेशर बिल्ड हुआ, और प्रेशर बिल्ड हो, ये ब्यूटी, दैट वाज प्रोबब्ली द बेस्ट बॉल। और ये जो विकेट जो अभी जाट बात कर रहा था ना, कि ये जब क्लासन आउट हुआ है तो उसके बाद कहानी खत्म हो गई थी। आई मीन मार्क्रम भी, आई थॉट ही प्लेड डिडंट प्ले द वे ही नॉर्मली प्लेस, एंड लेकिन सबसे ज़्यादा जो मुझे ज़्यादा तकलीफ है वो मिलर की है कि यार तुम कर क्या रहे थे, समझ नहीं आ रही थी। Yeah, but wickets falling left, right and center. छोटी-छोटी partnership जरूर लगी, but the game was done and dusted.
Can one say that since Klaasen and Markram didn't deliver the goods today, that left a big hole in this chase for South Africa?
Probably it was too much pressure on them as well, because average कहाँ चली गई थी, स्टार्ट ही उनका ठीक नहीं था। उन्होंने पहले 10 ओवर में 56 कर लिया, बट वो उस पे 80 होना चाहिए था अगर आप 360 चेज कर रहे हो। तो बाय द टाइम दे केम आउट टू बैट दे हैड टू प्ले शॉट्स, एंड ऑब्वियसली जब शॉट्स खेलने जाओगे स्ट्रेट अवे सेट नहीं हो तो आप विकेट अपनी गंवा बैठोगे। यही उन दोनों के साथ।
If I may, पूरे मैच में आज मेरे ख्याल में 2 विकेट टेकिंग डिलीवरी गिरी है और उसी ने गेम पूरा कर दिया।
एक
मिचेल सैंडर, रासी वैन डूसन को जो बॉल गिरा, उसके बाद जो क्लासन को, इस विकेट के ऊपर जिस तरीके से रन बन रहे थे, 2 विकेट टेकिंग डिलीवरीज
just change the whole course of the game. Absolutely. All right, with that, folks, it's time to take a break here on the DP World Dressing Room. But when we come back, there's more on the other side. Stay with us. Outstanding. Welcome back to the DP World Dressing Room. I'm FAKHR-E-ALAM. You're watching 10 Sports. Our continued coverage of the ICC Champions Trophy. News out of Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. It is the Black Caps heading to the finals. A big congratulations to Kiwi fans around the world. And with me in the DP World Dressing Room, I've got NIKHIL Chopra, WAQAR YOUNIS, WASIM AKRAM, and the great AJAY Jadeja. And we're talking about the game. How good was Glenn Phillips? How good was Glenn Phillips again? But an unusual thing I saw.
Do you mean in batting or fielding or bowling?
In everything. He's like just in everything. He's just unstoppable, man. You know, but an unusual thing I saw today. वो एक उसके हाथ से लग के बाहर निकला बॉल आज एक.
Oh my God.
Yeah, which was like you couldn't believe it that Glenn Phillips would let go or something like that.
I think this knock really changed the game because WAQAR earlier did mention there was a period where they were stuck a little. You know, it wasn't moving on. But once he came in, he just, you know, took the bowling apart, and not just bowling. I mean, he runs are so hard that he puts pressure on even on his partner. And the reason why they got to that 360, I think, was this knock. Yes, it was set up by Williamson and Rachin Ravindra, but this impetus at the end was.
उसके पार्टनर ने ये नहीं कह रही यार आहिस्ता नास में थक गया।
फील्डिंग भी, you know, take it easy. बैटिंग मुकाई, फील्डिंग कर ली, फील्डिंग मुकाई, बॉलिंग कर ली।
आई थिंक वो जब मैं बात कर रहा था ना, अभी बीच के 4-5 ओवर अच्छे हुए थे, उस टाइम इन्होंने ना स्लोअर वन शुरू किए थे तो उनको नहीं समझ आई, फिर उन्होंने चेंज नहीं किया। जब उनको समझ आई है ना, तो उनको थोड़ा बदलना चाहिए था। रिवर्स हो रहा था, कुछ नई चीज करते, कोई एंगल्स बनाते, कुछ और यॉर्कर्स आते। उन्होंने कहा नहीं ये चल रहे हैं, ये चलन दो, and then फिर फिलिप्स चल गया।
Oh, Phillips चल गया।
But South Africa, they've qualified for the 11, 11 दफा सेमीफाइनल्स में या नॉकआउट्स में for ICC, 9 दफा हारे हैं, 1 दफा जीते हैं 98 में और 1 टाई मैच हुआ है। This definitely
सेमीफाइनल में टाई हुआ।
But इस बार नहीं।
Let's just take a look at this graphic.
इस बार
Okay, so
टाई हो गया था सेमीफाइनल, तो फिर उसके बाद फाइनल में गए थे, नहीं गए थे, क्या हुआ?
नहीं, बाहर हो गए थे ना।
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
जीत के तुम्हारे को हराया था।
This is the New Zealand recent success story. Look, they've been finalists, they've been the Super 8s, they've been semi-finalists, finalists. I mean, look at that. This team has been very, very consistent. Quietly, the Kiwis have been very, very consistent in all their performances.
And right from day one, we've been saying this is one of those sides, very process-driven sides.
Yeah. Look,
and they're ready to make changes as and when needed as well.
Nikhil, look, those are in 2019 World Cup finalists, 2021 T20 World Cup finalists, 2022 semi-finalists for the T20 World Cup. Then again 223 semi-finalists for World Cup. It's just remarkable. Wasim, they're just very
Remarkable
consistent.
is a very mild word.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely, I agree with you.
Unbelievable. I mean, New Zealand is a country of 5.5 million people, half the population of Lahore.
Yes.
And yet, they produced one of the top cricketing team apart from the Black Caps. I'm talking about rugby team best in the world. So somebody has to should follow their formula. वो करते क्या हैं, उनके systems क्या हैं, and everything, because this is something
this is
unheard of.
I
भाई
completely
आपने
agree with you.
शो में ना एक लाइन बोली थी,
Yeah.
वो साउथ अफ्रीका से चेंज करके ना न्यूजीलैंड के लिए चिपका दो, इतनी कंसिस्टेंसी वो लाइन उन्हीं के लिए बैठती है।
बैठ रही है। You're right.
Well
The
needed.
greatness वाली line नहीं आज सुबह आपने बोली।
हाँ, बोली
That
थी,
I
yeah.
think that was just that absolutely.
इनकी
Is there voodoo magic on South
ये अभी
Africa
आपने
team?
दिखाया है ना, आप याद करें जब से क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप शुरू हुए
से ये वापस आए हैं।
नहीं 75 से 79 83 87 ये
न्यूजीलैंड की बात कर रहे हैं।
न्यूजीलैंड की बात कर रहे हैं ना। अभी मैं ग्वाच
नहीं,
तो
वो
नहीं
ये सब
गया,
के साथ
मैंने लगा मैं ग्वाच गया किसी और है।
नहीं तो इधर ही है।
नहीं ये तब से कंसिस्टेंट है, ये लोग सेमीफाइनल तक हमेशा ही पहुंचते आए
They are.
हैं और अब ये फाइनल की तरफ, और हमें, मैंने उस दिन भी आपको याद कराया था जब हमारे अगेंस्ट खेल रहे थे, ये हमको अभी हरा के गए हैं सर 3 टेस्ट मैच, हमें सबसे ज्यादा इनसे प्रॉब्लम है।
Right. अब आ रहे हैं आपके लिए। They're coming to Dubai again.
यार
आप अभी क्यों डरा रहे हैं?
Anyway, Santner, how good was Santner? निखिल again, आपने टप्पे की बात की, उन्होंने टप्पा नहीं छोड़ा और मुसीबत डाल के रखी आज। ये देखिए जरा फिगर।
रोजी रोटी जहाँ पे 360 रन बने, 360 रन चेज हो रहे, किस तरीके से क्रीज का कितनी बढ़िया खूबसूरती से वो इस्तेमाल करते हैं। क्रीज के कोने से गेंद डाला, हवा में ड्रिफ्ट देखिए, बैट्समैन बीट हुआ, डिप हुई, बहुमा मारने गए, पहली लाइन में खेले थे, गेंद डिप हुआ, टर्न हुआ, ये वो टेस्ट मैच वाली बॉल है जो एक लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर प्लान करता है, चाहता है कि राइट हैंड बैट्समैन जो है ना वो मिड विकेट की तरफ खेले, अगेंस्ट द स्पिन खेले, और उसके बाद क्लासन को यहाँ पे वो फंसा। आई थिंक
गुड कैच।
वो बैंडर डूसन वाली जो गेंद थी ना, दैट सेटअप हाउ सेंटनर हैज बीन एबल टू बोल
वो लगा जो वो बॉल था वेंडर डूसर वाला, वो लगा ऐसे, मुझे ऐसे लगा कि उसने अंदर लाया, तेज मारा है, बट वो पड़ा है और हल्का सा ग्रिप किया, इनफ जिसे कहते हैं।
भाई इसको अगर आप करीब से देखेंगे ना, एक तो क्रीज की चौड़ाई का बहुत अच्छी तरीके से इस्तेमाल करता है, और इस पाटे विकेट पे क्रीज की गहराई का इस्तेमाल करता है। तो क्रीज की गहराई का मतलब ये है कि कितने भी आप स्पिनर्स देखें ना, उनका पैर जो है ना वो पॉपिंग क्रीज पे लैंड होता है। ये क्या करते हैं, कुछ गेंदे बीच में से कर देगा या और पीछे से कर देगा, तो वो 22 गज का फासला थोड़ा और लंबा कर देगा ताकि गेंद हवा में रह के उसमें रेवोल्यूशंस और मिले। तो वहां तक गेंद पहुंचता है तो हवा में घूमेगा तो थोड़ी सी और वो पकड़ मिलती है। तो ये 3 डायमेंशनल की तरह इस्तेमाल करता है अपना बॉलिंग का जो उसका डब्बा रहता है। दैट्स व्हाई इट्स सो गुड।
ये प्रॉब्ली वाहिद बॉलर है अभी आजकल की मॉडर्न डे क्रिकेट में जो इतना छोड़ के करता है बॉल।
हाँ, हवा देते हैं।
हाँ ना, बहुत सारे जितने भी बॉलर, लेग स्पिनर को तो समझ आती है कि थोड़ा बहुत आपको छोड़ना पड़ता है क्योंकि रिस्ट का इस्तेमाल है। ये फिंगर स्पिनर होके ही फ्लाइट्स द बॉल, ही इज नॉट वरीड on a pitch which is very very flat and you know amazing।
और रवि भी आए थे एक्चुअली, उस सवेरे मौका ही नहीं दिया फखर ने सवाल पूछने का, लेकिन मेरे को पूछना था। नहीं, क्योंकि ये जो है अक्षर पटेल को ले लें आप, इनको ले लें, पुराने जमाने में अगर कोई लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर क्रीज के कोने में जाता हो ना, उसकी इतनी फैटियां लगती थी, यू नो, उसको बॉलर ही नहीं गिनते थे, लोग सिलेक्ट नहीं करते थे, कहते यार ये तो वैसे ही इतनी दूर से। लेकिन अब जितने सक्सेसफुल बॉलर्स हैं वर्ल्ड में, ये एक सैंडनर, अक्षर पटेल, आप उनको देखें, वो सारे इस एंगल को सबसे ज्यादा एक्सप्लॉइट यूज कर रहे हैं। DRS की वजह
तो शायद ये कहा था ना कि तब फ्रंट फुट पे लेफ्ट फुट में,
बाहर तो मैंने पूछ लिया था। तो DRS एक है, और दूसरा मुझे नहीं लगता कि अब बल्लेबाज पैरों कदमों का इस्तेमाल करते हैं बॉल के बाद। आज बहुमा आउट जो हो गए वो निकल के गए। आपको कितने प्लेयर मिले हैं जो स्टंप हुए हैं? पूरा टूर्नामेंट खत्म होने का है, एक प्लेयर स्टंप नहीं हुआ। क्यों? क्योंकि निकलते ही नहीं है। आई थिंक अब जो पावर आई है ना बल्लेबाजों के हाथों में, वो खड़े खड़े छक्के मार लेते हैं, इसलिए वो रिस्क नहीं लेते। क्योंकि अगर इस एंगल से गेंद कर रहा है, मैं एज अ बैट्समैन सोच रहा हूं, अगर मैं स्टेप आउट करता हूं तो उसकी बॉल फुल टॉस ही होगी, क्योंकि वहां से अगर विकेट पे आना है वो 4.5 फुट है। You know, edge of the crease to the wicket is 4.5 feet। अगर उसने विकेट पे मारनी है और मैं उसको आधे रास्ते मिल जाऊं, तो हो सकता है कि आप देखेंगे कि बल्लेबाज अब जब पैर चलाना शुरू करेंगे ज्यादा, फिर ये कोने वाले तकलीफ में
तंग होंगे।
It's one thing that you pointed out, Wasim, के बड़े काम थे इनके कैप्टन अभी पोस्ट मैच में भी very calm है. But बहुत expression नहीं, ज़्यादा express नहीं करते अपने आप
Yeah, I
को.
think that's him as a person.
No, but
as
so
well.
was Williamson before him, also very calm, very composed. Always
Yeah,
they are very
yeah.
mellow captains. Yes.
कॉन्फिडेंस है, काम है, क्वालिफाई किया है. अब कमरों में जाके, होटल में जाके रिलैक्स करेंगे, इकट्ठे बैठेंगे, एंजॉय करेंगे. बट आई थिंक एज अ पर्सन ही और विलियम आर वेरी काम पीपल.
Yeah.
और बड़ा काम इफेक्ट आता है. एक काम होता है, एक सुस्त होता है. दीज आर द काम वन.
वो कहता है भाई
अच्छा point है. एक काम होता है, एक सुस्त होता
उन्होंने
है.
बेसिकली एक काम होता है, एक सुस्त होता है।
Do you remember an aggressive captain from New Zealand, Jatupaji? An aggressive captain, you know, like.
नहीं, Stephen Fleming was very much the
calm.
same.
Martin Crowe was very
Martin
aggressive.
Crowe.
Was really aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Great man,
He
great
was-
player.
Yeah.
And he was, you know, he was the one who changed this game.
Yeah.
You know, you saw an off spinner for the first. I mean, पहले भी डालते थे.
92 में.
लेकिन वो जो दो फील्डर के बावजूद उसने किया, and he was an aggressive man. But
McCullum was aggressive.
McCullum
यार
was
मक्कलम
aggressive.
में तो पता ही नहीं है ना.
Fair.
Kallam Kalla.
नहीं, Martin Crowe certainly was a, you know.
Yeah,
वो सीखा कैप्टन डियॉन नैश.
Dion Nash?
I
नहीं,
think
नहीं,
I think
Dion
बहुत
Nash
छोटे
was never
पीरियड
a
के लिए.
Yeah,
वो
yeah.
एक दौर आया था इनमें भी 4-5 थे नॉटी बॉयज. फिर वो सारे बाहर हुए.
एक टाइम पे वो बना
स्टीवन
था.
फ्लेमिंग जब से कप्तान बना, उसके बाद आई थिंक कामनेस ही
I only know two naughty boys from New Zealand team. One is Danny Morrison and the other one is
Elliot.
Grant Elliott.
Grant
There are only two naughty boys. that I know.
डैनी एग्रेसिव नहीं है. डैनी इज अ वेरी
Aggressive नहीं,
नाइस.
naughty. I
He's a
said naughty. Aggressive नहीं बोला, naughty बोला, naughty.
Yeah, Danny is still very naughty.
Yeah, he still is. You're right. If you
शरारती मुंडे.
शरारती मुंडे. Now let's talk about the final. Now these teams head in. How does New Zealand plot this final? Because this is not the wicket they're going to get when they come to Dubai.
No, they're not, but they have an idea what sort of wicket they're going to get. They probably prepare much better on that pitch against India. So yeah, it won't be easy for India. India is definitely favorites honge, but favoritism itna nahi hoga. 30-70 nahi hoga. It'll be 60-40, I suppose, 60 to India, 40-40 to New Zealand, because like I said, they played here.
Yeah, they've just gone back
I
with it.
feel that this is the team that probably, if you know, if there's a team that could beat India, because सुबह जब आपने पूछा who you picking, I said I would like South Africa, but this is the team that's going to come because they have more bases covered. Their batting, you know, yes, of course, Phillips को आप छोड़ दें और लेकिन वो ये spin रचिन अच्छी खेलता है, you know, Williamson अच्छी खेलता है, तो जो लंबी पारियां खेलने वाले हैं उनकी टीम में वो स्पिन भी अच्छी खेलते हैं.
उनके पास स्पिनर भी 3 है, रचिन भी करता है, फिलिप्स भी है, ऑफ कोर्स
तो
कप्तान भी है
ये
इनका.
अगर इन कंडीशंस में कोई टक्कर देने वाला है, you know, अगर गलतियां हमने करी तो पकड़ने वालों में से यही है, इसमें कोई डाउट.
There's no question about that. And with that, we're going to take another break here on the DP World Dressing Room. When we come back, we've got something special for you. Stay with us.
I'm here to launch this DP World's Beyond Boundaries initiative, where they're going to produce in the next 5 years, with the help of ICC and boards, respective boards, about 50 containers full of kit. And I think that's something very exciting, something very different, something is need of the hour, because cricket is going global. And hence, this initiative will help a lot of youngsters to play for their respective countries.
So far, we have already delivered 2,750 kits. Each container, it's a repurposed container. It has got 250 kits. And the intent is that these repurposed containers will be delivered globally by connecting our smart logistics and global footprint. And again, the intent is to create connection with the communities.
The more we produce kits, the more cricketers will come in, and this beautiful game will flourish.
Nice. Welcome back to the DP World Dressing Room. And you saw that. That was the off day that me and Wasim had, and we had to go to Karachi for it. But what a memory it was, Wasim.
Yeah, it was a great initiative by DP World, and they have already delivered 2,750 kits worldwide. And obviously ICC is helping them, and of course the respective cricket board. I think it's one of the best things happened to this beautiful sport.
Yeah, fantastic. And I've got a surprise for you here. Joining us in the DP World Dressing Room is the Group Chief Communication Officer of DP World, Daniel Van Otterdijk. Daniel, welcome. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for
Good to
having me.
have you. Daniel, it's a special day for you because the Kiwis have made it to the finals. Your team is going to the finals, yes?
Absolutely.
Super happy?
Super happy.
What was the best performance for you tonight from your team?
Well, I actually think that most of the pundits will have looked at the two batsmen scoring the runs, Ravindra and Williamson, but I think what Mitchell Santner did in that middle of the South African innings, getting the 3 wickets, I think was crucial in changing the game.
Yeah, and it was, what a win, actually, yes?
Absolutely.
They look all poised, ready to take on the Indian challenge that is waiting for them in
It's
Dubai.
going to be some challenge, that's for sure.
What
Danny,
about, what about the fielding? How good were they in the field?
Oh, I think that's one of the hallmarks of New Zealand cricket. I think as a team, as a unit, they feel particularly well.
Yeah.
How do you get these guys to feel so well? Is it from childhood that you tell them to, start diving into grass? Because whether it's rugby
Maybe
or
it
anything,
could be
it's
rugby.
just, yeah,
Rugby
that's
was a
rugby.
factor
What is really making this happen?
I think there's a sort of New Zealand tradition of mucking in and getting involved in the game and being part of a team. And I think one of the things, if you look at New Zealand sporting teams, not just cricket, but rugby and other sports, that teamship, that camaraderie that they develop is part of the DNA of a New Zealander, and you see that on the field.
Nice the way you
Danny, quick one. This initiative you guys started, how this idea came to your mind and the team's mind that we're going to support this beautiful game of cricket?
Well, I think that's all credit to my team who came up with this idea, and I think it's a way of using our unique resources and accesses that we've created around the world and use it to a positive end. And we're not just here to put a badge on a container or badge on a sporting field. We're actually genuinely passionate about the sport and getting our customers involved in this. And that passion fuels through to everything we do. And hopefully you see that not just in the game, but in the way we deliver our business.
And response must have been excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, it has been. It's been phenomenal. And not just phenomenal from a PR perspective, but when you see a child receive a kit, I'll tell you, there's nothing better.
Yeah, I was there yesterday and I saw
that,
these young kids and girls and boys when they were receiving the kit bag. Obviously the bat, the helmet, the pads, the gloves, the whole stuff. You can see their smiles on their face. Happiness.
And we're seeing good quality stuff. Yeah, we checked the helmet, the gloves, the pads, everything. Super quality, yes.
Absolutely. Very, very impressive. And you also got involved in golf as well. You run a lot of academies worldwide as well, apart from sponsoring European Tour.
Indeed, and we do exactly the same thing. We get, golf equipment to places and spaces where golf may not be so prominent and grow the game at the grassroots. And I think that's a significant contribution that leaves a legacy that DP wants to be associated with. We want to be around for the next 100 years and more. And to do that is to build that in communities where we serve.
And for your information, we have 3 underprivileged children sitting here. They would like a golf kit, all 3 of them.
3 underprivileged grassroots level golfers here. Nikhil had a question. Go ahead, Nikhil.
Danny, it is so great that you've got this initiative going because in today's day and age, to get the kids to be outdoors, sweating it out, it makes all the difference. It's an initiative, whether they want to go out there and play cricket, it's outdoor, sweat, or whether it's golf. Try and find the passion. If you're passionate about something, then the skills can be taught. Because no institution in the world gets you to learn passion. So I think it's a great initiative, introducing sport to a young child.
And we're very proud of it. And of course, it's not just getting people into sport, but building communities. Cricket builds communities. You're part of a team, you're part of a club. And it builds your life, A lot of the best relationships you have come from that.
So Danny, let me ask you this.
3 gentlemen, 3 kids.
Yeah, 3 kids.
Very passionate about
underprivileged kids.
Underprivileged. I'm sorry, Danny. This is the DP World dressing room, right?
That's the fun part.
Exactly.
You did actually agree to sponsor this, right?
No, quite. That's
so
right, I understand.
you will have to give those 3 kids. Right? Let me ask you this, Danny. So, DP World has a global footprint, and we are in South America, we are in Africa, we are in Canada, and in the North American continent, everywhere. What are the other initiatives other than golf and cricket? And are we promoting cricket in some of these associate countries or places where cricket has not reached? Is that something that DP World will be doing or is doing or has some kind of roadmap for it?
Absolutely. These kit bags will go to places where cricket is not so prominent. But if you think about where cricket is going, the World Cup last year started in New York. Places. Who would have thought that a decade ago, that we would be playing India, Pakistan
in New York?
That would have been unthinkable. And I think what the ICC are doing, and indeed that we're supportive of, is taking cricket to different places, because we've seen countries like Afghanistan, how well have they performed here? You now see countries like Ireland, for example, even the Netherlands, you know, becoming significant,
and don't forget
contributors.
Nepal. The cricket interest is immense in Nepal.
Absolutely, exactly.
I think Afghanistan's a place you got to go. When you go next to Afghanistan, I'd love to go with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, with that, it's time for the DP World Beyond Boundaries initiative. Danny, you're going to take us through this, because today, how many kits are we giving away? Because of the runs that scored, it's 60 kits that are going out.
Correct. Wow.
So announce that. You could say DP World today sending out 60 kits.
DP World today sending out 60 kits.
You do. Yep, smart performance of the day. Dynamite, Rachin Ravindra. And with that, it's time for the DP World Smart Stat of the day. And Danny, it's over to you. Here's the stat coming up on your screen. There you have it.
Wow, wickets taken by spinners today. New Zealand 7, South Africa 0.
What do you think about that?
I think that comes down to Santner, Bracewell and co again.
Danny's over the moon.
Yes, he is. He is really, he was very happy when he walked into
So he'll be at the finals. I think another 3-4 Kiwis there.
Absolutely.
The rest will be full of India.
Me and 3 others, yeah.
3 will be enough. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting next to you guys. Don't worry about
Absolutely.
He really wants that golf kit, you understand?
Yeah, no, it's on its way. It's on its way.
it. Very smart.
I know how you think, Vicky. I know.
Yeah.
Wakar, do you think that's fast, 143? Do you think
I think
that's
so.
fast?
I thought Rabada bowled quite quickly.
No, generally he's saying 143 is quick.
Is it?
143, anything over 140 becomes hard to face. These batters can tell you, it's not that easy. But if it is
Why do you want us to go back to our nightmares? I mean, and I like the way you're asking, is 140 fast enough?
Yeah.
I mean, you had to face these guys to understand what speed is.
Yeah.
And 140, a car going at 140 is a different story from when you have to see it come towards you. You heard what Ravi Bhaiya said.
Yeah.
All that you had to defend. Forget about those 3 wickets. No, but you had to see, was he by saying batsman?
Yeah.
250,
257.
Oh, sorry, apologies.
That's So I went to a school once, I think long time ago, so our teacher said, this guy scored 257, and one young boy said, but that was against Zimbabwe. I said, come on, guys. I went into bat, they were 170 for 6 fever.
But he was right, though.
Ooh, ouch.
He got the stats right.
Yeah.
And how many double centuries do you have?
In the same game?
No, in any game. In any game. Forget the same.
I can talk about the same game.
Tell him about that 100 in that club game and the feeling of that.
Yes. I was talking to Jard in the car coming here, and I said the best feeling in cricket is when you, as a batter, when you set and when you're seeing the ball, when you know that ball cannot cross me. I'm so much in control. That's the best feeling. I got it once in my life. And because that feeling I had once, it stays with me. I've done bowling bits, I don't even remember that. But that 100 I got at club cricket on a cemented pitch, it's close to my heart.
Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate that honesty. Danny, do you play cricket by any chance?
I have, yes.
Yes?
In my days,
Were you a bowler?
I'm not sure I had this feeling, by the way. But
Yeah, no, but were you a bowler?
I batted.
Batted. All right.
Middle order? Middle order?
Top
order.
The opener.
Yeah, the opener.
Difficult.
They don't like openers very much, these two guys. Yeah.
I know.
We had Ravi Shastri in the morning, and, you know, as Jadu Paji was just pointing out, Ravi told us it was not just the 3 stumps that you had to defend. There was a lot on your body that you had to defend when these guys are running.
Nasty fellows, these guys.
Yeah, he is. Danny, tell us more about the DP World initiatives in Pakistan specifically. What all are we doing there right now?
Well, just recently, as some of you may know, we've entered into a partnership with NLC, the National Logistics Company, fantastic partner. And we see enormous opportunities in Pakistan with the development that's going on currently to deliver cargo through the ports into Pakistan, obviously 250, 240 million population, and into the hinterland, the Stan countries and so forth. And you're looking at a 500 million population. It's a huge market, enormous possibilities. And we see a fantastic future in Pakistan right now. So we're heavily invested, and indeed, cricket will play a significant role in us becoming And a household name in Pakistan, hopefully.
I think you're already at a household
You're already
name in
with
Pakistan.
this ICC Champions Trophy and this show, you're already a household name in Pakistan.
Absolutely.
Which basically, in other words, means we need a raise.
And golf kits, I guess.
And golf kits, of course. Anything else, guys, that we want to tell Danny? I can write it down and give him the list, right? Or anything else that we want and all that.
That's enough for
That's
now.
enough for now.
Don't
For
be
now.
greedy, fucker.
Yeah. I'm not being greedy, man.
I was very wrong.
I was just going to say, I just wanted to write a private, you know, like for us, for our traveling, like we had to go to Karachi, a private jet for us. You know, just the DP World dressing room guys, yeah? With the DP World dressing room logo on the tail of the airplane.
I will ask the boss, absolutely.
Because we've already got a pilot for it. So
Yes,
don't worry about the
I just
driver.
fly these guys
Drivers.
Don't worry about the driver.
Danny, what's next in terms of cricket and DP World? Are there other championships, tournaments, and series that you're sponsoring?
Very, very busy year. Of course, as you know, we're involved in the IPL with the Delhi Capitals. We have the World Test Championship this year, Australia, South Africa,
Finals.
in England, which will be an exciting match, I'm sure. And later in the year, the Asia Cup, of course. So very, very busy year for cricket and a very busy year for us and our customers and stakeholders. And if the Champions Trophy is anything to go by, it's been a fantastic season so far, and we can't wait for the rest of it.
Oh, it is definitely fantastic, and that smile on your face tells it all.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And,
you can tell.
and let's see who smiles on Sunday, because that's
Yes,
really going to be.
yeah. But for now, you know.
For now, this is a good smile to have
Absolutely,
and to go with. Danny, thank you so much for your time.
having me.
I'd like to say a big thank you and to your entire team. All the boys have been just fantastic. They have Neeraj, Arjun, Shiv back in your agency and everything. They've really taken very good care of making sure that we deliver the message of DP World on this platform across the cricketing world. And we've crossed well over 35 million views across digital platforms for the DP World.
And we enjoyed it also.
And we've enjoyed it.
Every single day.
Yeah, every single day.
And I'm sure there's more to come. There's a lot of cricket to be played. So.
Yeah, there is indeed, absolutely. With that, I'd like to say thank you so much for being here. You're going to stay with us till we take a break. And you are watching the DP World Dressing Room. When we come back, it's time for your favorite segment, #Ask the Room. So your questions, their answers, and the best comment question wins a signed ball from all 4 panelists delivered, dispatched via DP World. Stay with us. See you on the other side of the break. All right, welcome back to the DP World Dressing Room. I'm FAKHR-E-ALAM, and before the break, we had Danny with us from DP World. A lot of great stuff that we found out and what DP World plans to do. And as he said, there's a lot of cricket coming out your way, and hopefully the dressing room will be with you on that journey, right? Time for your favorite segment, #Ask the Room, and we have a lot of questions that are pouring in today, especially because aaj hamara jo shuru ka subah ka segment hua tha, so I have a lot of questions for Ravi Shastri. But since he's not here, so I obviously
मैं
can't.
उसके behalf पे जवाब दे दूंगा.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think Ravi would want that to happen.
Nikhil,
that's the kind of fan love that we are always expecting. Yes.
One in a language that we understand.
हाँ, एक देसी भी होना चाहिए. बल्कि Nikhil, if you're listening, if you can get one desi version done right before the final, send it to us before the final. We might do a special thing for you over here, man. I think that would be fun. Yes, that should be fun.
इसमें तो यार music से ज़्यादा कान लगाना पड़ता है बोल के.
All right, let's start off, guys. I've got some questions that are in. First up is a question that has come. Okay, so this is an interesting one. Ilyas bin Haas is asking, he's put a screenshot of I think this is a post by Jason Gillespie, and he's saying, this is hilarious. Okay, this is interesting.
What is?
This is hilarious. Aqib was clearly undermining Gary and I behind the scenes, campaigning to be the coach in all formats. He is a clown. Interim coach Aqib Javed blames constant management changes is the headline. And then Jason has made this quote. So Mehran Ilyas is saying, I cannot believe, and I've asked around, this is an authentic piece. I would like to know what are the thoughts of the members of the dressing room. Could this be true? WAQAR?
I mean, authentic है ये पहली बात.
Authentic तो है. वो अब हमने भी check किया था before this, and this is authentic.
I mean, Jason Gillespie को जितना मैं जानता हूँ, to be honest, I'm really surprised.
Yeah.
कि इस तरह का comment उससे आया है, क्योंकि he's a very mellow kind of a guy, and I guess जिस तरीके से वो गया यहाँ से, is very disheartened and जो हुआ है सारा एपिसोड जो हुआ है and I don't know कि पीछे behind back क्या आकिब का और उसका क्या स्टोरी है. I don't know that.
Yeah.
But it is very, very sad what you've just read.
Yeah, I know. It is very sad. Wasim, your thoughts? I mean, for Jason to say, he's openly coming out and saying that Akib Javed actually undermined his...
Yeah, I know Akib quite well as well. But
Yeah.
I don't know behind the scenes क्या हुआ है. Because Jason Gillespie red ball का कोच था. फिर उसको कहा कि temporary या white ball ले लें ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. He did, and then suddenly we heard कि उसको निकाल दिया गया. आकिब को interim coach बना दिया गया. So obviously अगर उसने कहा है तो he must be very disappointed and rightly so.
See, Akib was not in the picture when Gillespie came and went.
No, he's saying behind the scenes he was undermining us.
Behind the scene उसको फिर I don't know what he's been watching.
आने वाले तो बड़े हैं ना हमारे यहाँ.
Because
Good
and
Samaritans
the
तो
reason
बहुत
why
है पाकिस्तान
I'm saying
में.
is that because this is coming again and again. This thing has gone viral. This statement of
because-
Jason
and
Gillespie has gone
naturally
viral.
you talk about-
And a lot of people are asking this. They're,
No,
they're putting the screenshot of this and, you know,
Yeah.
sharing this post over and over again, saying your thoughts.
But
खिज़र ने भी यही
एक चीज
पूछा हुआ
मुझे
है.
जो डाउट तो नहीं लग रही अब थ्रेड पे कौन जाता है you know सोशल मीडिया की
No,
बात कर
they
रहे
said
हैं
it was his Instagram story और वो Instagram की story thread पे भी share होती है
Yeah, I know,
basically.
I know,
So
okay.
Instagram की story है उस पे उसने ये इसको जो है ना वो tag किया हुआ है.
like I said he probably must be disappointed the way it happened to him he was very excited when I saw him in Australia
Yeah.
he was looking forward to coach Pakistan for the next year or two जो भी उसका contract था but I don't know behind the scenes
Anyway,
क्या
it's
हुआ है.
very sad if this has happened or if it's true or whatever is the case. Even for this to come out like this is also very, very sad. I mean, you know, this is just disappointing. Babar Rizvi here. Hello, everyone. Great show. My question is to all of you. Can we change ICC Champions Trophy format from 8 to 6 teams and each team has to play against each other and top 2 goes to the final? No semis. This should make tournament more fun.
I agree
Yes.
भी हमने डिस्कस किया
He
था
hasn't been watching our show then. That
या
means-
नहीं मे भी बड़ा अच्छा क्वेश्चन है भी कुछ ऐसे रेयर टूर्नामेंट्स होते हैं टॉप 8 टीम्स ने खेलना है एक बुरा मैच हो गया यूर आउट सो दैट्स नॉट फेयर ऑन द टीम सो या आई एग्री विद यू मे बी टीमें कम कर लें मगर हर एक को एक से खेलना चाहिए ताकि अच्छी टीमें टॉप पे आए वेरी वैलिड क्वेश्चन
या फिर टीमें बढ़ा लें 2 पूल करने हैं तो टीमें बढ़ाकर 2 पूल भी किए जा सकते हैं वो भी एक तरीका है यू नो बोथ आर गुड
या
RR Con KON 11 RR KON 11 Ram. Your question is from Daniel, who was here on the show just momentarily. So you're watching this live. Your question to Daniel is: this is a small inquiry. How do you select your cricketers? Is the height and fielding the 2 main cat? Okay, so it's not for this Daniel, it's for the other Daniel. My apologies. I'm thinking, I thought you were saying, how do you select cricketers that you give the kids out to? I thought that would be the question. Well, the perils of live television. My mistake.
I was going to say that he's still around. You can
Yeah,
call him back.
I was just going to say we can ask him this, but this is...
तुसी भी जाग जाओ
जागते रहो मेरे दिन रहना. So yeah, so for New Zealand, the question basically is 2 main categories in selection, as most of them are 6'5". Except Kane Williamson. Most of them are big boys, big blokes. So is there a way that they're selecting their team? Does height have something to do? I don't
नहीं
think so.
अब हाइट से तो
I
नहीं
don't
ना
think so,
पिक कर
yeah.
सकते आई डाउट इट इट्स गुड इनफ इफ द गाय गॉट अ टैलेंट they'll pick him up doesn't matter the height doesn't matter उसका क्या है but if fitness level उनके होते होंगे including the height or no height there got to be some certain standards set to qualify and automatically
We know fitness is one big standard for them, right? Fitness.
yeah in any
something,
sport it is
Yeah.
I think फास्ट बॉलिंग में हो सकता है वो थोड़ा सा देखते हो क्योंकि बाउंसी पिचेस होती हैं वहाँ पे और यहाँ पे भी जितने भी आप उनके फास्ट बॉलर्स देखेंगे दे आर टॉल आई मीन बैटर्स ठीक है तो यू नो नॉर्मल हाइट्स या उससे थोड़े से बड़े हैं बट पेस बॉलर्स में आई थिंक दे लुक फॉर दैट एक्स्ट्रा बाउंस व्हिच इज रियली हेल्पिंग देम
Yeah. All right, we've got one last question for this segment, and that is coming out from Noreen. Noreen is saying, hey guys, DP World Dressing Room, love the show. Thank you for bringing this to us. I am a resident of Dubai. Is there any chance I can get a few tickets for the finals? No.
नहीं नौरीन मैं आपको
That's not
बताता हूँ आप पैसा कीजिए वेबसाइट पे जाइए आईसीसी की एंड जस्ट बुक योर टिकट्स
Yep.
दैट्स इट हम तो यहाँ बैठे हैं आई थिंक वी नेवर गेट टिकट्स इवन एज अ कमेंटेटर वी कमेंटेटिंग नोबडी आस्क अस और गिव अस एनी टिकट जितनी कर्टेसी नहीं है आईसीसी में होता है ना यार तो तुसी भी रख लो
नहीं बट मिलनी चाहिए वैसे
मिलनी चाहिए
All right, with that, we're going to take a break here at the DP World Dressing Room. When we come back, there are more questions. Stay with us. All right, welcome back to the DP World Dressing Room, and we're all set. It's hashtag Ask the Room with me, Nikhil Chopra, WAQAR YOUNIS, WASIM AKRAM, and AJAY JADEJA. And we have a question here now. Khizr is asking, who can be the next upcoming star for the Aussies after Warner and Smithy? Maybe Jack Fraser? What do you guys think, gentlemen?
मैं क्वेश्चन ही नहीं सुने.
What's going to be the next big thing
for Australia?
For Australia?
Australia.
I think their cricket has just come and go. I think batting में अगर बात की जाए, तो I personally like Jake Fraser McGurk.
Yeah, that's what.
But he has to learn a lot in 50 over and a red ball cricket. T20 में he is really exceptional, but white ball 50 over is a different beast altogether.
I think that short guy,
I enjoyed that.
I like
That's a short.
He looks
good.
a serious talent. Yeah.
He can bowl as well. He bowls a bit.
tall
He's got injured this time, but he looks like a talent.
And he kind of maybe playing domestic cricket there. मैं उसका नाम पहले सुना नहीं था. एकदम ही टीम में आया और छा गया.
Yeah. All right. Faisal Khurram at hashtag Ask the Room. Fakhr, could you please clarify, Dhua scene behind WAQAR is coming out of which place? WAQAR doesn't seem to be smoking on screen. Of course, he's not smoking on screen. We're trying to figure out. That you see Faisal Khurram. Faisal Khurram. ये long shot करेंगे ना अगर आप, so you'll see there are some streaks. Actually, if you pan towards the cricket pitch, ये जरा अगर उस तरफ जाएंगे boom को लेके अगर दूसरी तरफ चले गए, so the smoke that you're seeing is actually, see the lights there, that smoke, those rays, that's not actually smoke, that's the smoke machine that we have.
खुर्रम नाम बताया.
जी खुर्रम.
खुर्रम तो शो तो अलावा सब कुछ देख ले.
फैसल खुर्रम.
कीड़े भी लब लाए थे, मक्खी भी हैं, ये मक्खी भी बैठी है.
खुर्रम इस हिसाब नाल कह रहा है तुसी रसिया बनाया हुआ है, धुआं उठो तो नहीं आ रहा.
Actually ये धुआं मेरे कन्ना को आंदा जिदो तुसी 96 दी कर.
This smoke they're talking about. See that? This smoke, yeah.
बड़ी तगड़ी नजर 96 दी गल कितनी धुआं आ गया.
Yeah, this smoke is
बड़ी तगड़ी नजर है.
It's not from here though, okay? Remember that.
I don't believe.
It's just there behind me, not like coming out of me.
Khurram's been worried about our set के कहते set नु आगे ना लगे.
Aftab Ali, Agha said we need to play fearless cricket in T20s now. We have to match the approach and mindset of modern day. My question, Wasim sir, what do you think? The captain will he be leading from the front? His strike rate is 79 in 6 T20s. 50 runs in 64 balls, 5 innings. This is from Aftab Ali.
यार अब वो कप्तान बन गया ना, so let's support him. अब स्टैट तो मैं भी निकाल सकता हूँ ना, ये कोई तीर तो नहीं मारा ना, सारे स्टैट्स निकाल के उसके बता रहे हैं. ठीक है, स्टार्ट किया है, अभी करियर का शुरू है, 6 मैच खेला है, 73 का स्ट्राइक रेट है, but give him some time, maybe he turns out to be the best captain and turns out to be top T20 player. Just give him some time and don't expect कि वो 2 मैचों के बाद ही वर्ल्ड बीटर बन जाएगा. As a skipper, क्रिकेट इज द ओनली स्पोर्ट जिसमें टाइम लगता है कप्तान को कप्तानी करने में. कप्तानी सिर्फ ऑन द फील्ड नहीं होती, ऑफ द फील्ड भी होती है, स्पेशली पाकिस्तान की.
WAQAR,
agree, totally agree.
All right. My question, this is Arvind Krishnaswamy. My question to the two Ws. You were both discovered through remarkable scouting talents of the legendary Khan Saab and Miadad. Sir, after such illustrious careers, who would you say have been the beneficiaries of your own scouting instincts, and why don't we hear such stories as often anymore? Arvind Krishnaswamy. Good question, Arvind.
Yeah, 93 में हमारे नेट पे एक बॉलर आता था आमिर नज़ीर.
Yes.
Then वो साल 1.5 से आ रहा था, if you remember. And we all got impressed by him. I requested the selectors. उस दिन अब पता नहीं, मुझे याद नहीं selectors कौन थे, कि मुझे इस बॉलर में फड़क लग रही है. उसको हम न्यूजीलैंड उसको ले गए वेस्ट इंडीज. उसने 1 डे पहले में 3 आउट किए थे, तेज था. अब बाद में फिर आई थिंक वो ड्रॉप हो गया इवेंचुअली, बट फिर एक इशफाक लड़के को हमने खिलाया था, फास्ट बॉलर था
वो जो खब्बे वाला.
Right.
हाँ, जिसने कहा था खब्बा मेरी तोरे. ब्रायन लारा 160 कर गया सी. बट क्या ठीक है ना, हमारे तोर है. तोर का मतलब है कि
नो प्रॉब्लम.
ये मेरा बनी है, लेफ्टी मेरे सारे बनी है.
भाई मैं संभाल लांगा.
हाँ,
पूरा दिन उन्होंने संभाला.
बस ही वाज वेरी गुड बॉलर टू. लंबा आके ऊपर से सीम मारता था.
मैं इस पे ये जरूर कहूंगा कि अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो एरा ऐसा था कि स्पॉट एक होती थी, मैं और वसीम भाई जब खेलते थे तो एक स्पॉट 3 ही खेलते थे, चौथा तो ऑलराउंडर तो हमारे पास बाद में रज़ाक और अजहर आए हैं तो ऑलराउंडर
नहीं, आप बेशक शुएब मालिक से पूछ ले, उसको मैंने पीआई के मैच में देखा था।
Yes, you
कप खेलते हुए उसको शारजा में ले गया था।
मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ ना कि वो मतलब कि आपके पास फास्ट बॉलर्स की बात हो रही थी ना, वैसे तो और बहुत सारे खेले। फास्ट बॉलर्स में उस टाइम स्पॉट नहीं होता था, जगह एक होती। अगर वसीम भाई भी रेगुलर खेले, मैं भी बहुत देर रेगुलर, बीच में इंजर्ड जरूर, उस इंजरी में फिर आपके बहुत सारे बॉलर थे उस जमाने में। तो जो आजकल की अगर उस वक्त की बात की जाए तो उसके जो रिजर्व्स थे they were really good.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, जी।
नहीं, आई थिंक पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट, बिकॉज यहाँ बैठे बैठे हम सुनते रहते हैं, आई थिंक ये एक प्रॉब्लम भी है आपकी पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट में। एवरीथिंग दैट यू वांट टू चेंज और रिवाइव और योर बेंचमार्क, you try and emulate the great Khan.
Right.
What he could do, maybe the captain today cannot do.
Yeah.
So, it won't be like how it was in those days.
Yeah, right.
And so if you try and look for कि अरे वो करते थे वो करें, तो शायद आप ज़्यादा तकलीफ में रहेंगे।
All right, अनीक खान इंस्टाग्राम इस्लामाबाद से आपका सवाल आया है। आपने कहा गुड इवनिंग फवाद भाई एंड ऑल पैनलिस्ट। तो भाई पहले बात तो मैं फवाद नहीं हूँ, ठीक है ना, बट एनीवे आई एम स्टिल टेकिंग योर शो, योर क्वेश्चन हियर ऑन द शो। शुक्र
है ਤੁਹਾਡਾ भी किसी ने नाम पुट्ठा बोला है।
बट आई थिंक वो शायद वो स्पेल गलत हो गया हो।
That's fine. I'm okay. I'm Anik from Islamabad. I love your show and especially insights of Mr. Jadeja. Sir, I never get to see the post-match show as TV is occupied by my wife and kids at that time.
Tough luck.
I watch your show on YouTube when it is uploaded, as there is no live coverage because the TV is busy. I sometimes get late for university due to late sleep after watching your show, but I don't regret it. I'm actually surprised. You have wife and kids and you're still going to university.
You could be a professor.
Yeah, I hope you're teaching. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Sir, I don't have a question, but have a suggestion that, sir, when you, the panelists, sign the ball, kindly add their names below it to a certain whose signature are those. Maybe when I also get a signed ball, it would be easy for me to figure out. To start with, Anik, you're not getting a signed ball, so you don't have to worry about whose name is there.
नहीं, वैसे ये एक बड़ा important factor है कि sportsmen they don't bother about their signatures कैसे होने चाहिए। But I suppose जब आप साइन करते हो कम से कम नाम का आइडिया होना चाहिए बच्चे को या फैन को कि ये किसने लिखा है। कई साइन मैंने देखे हैं, मैं नाम नहीं लूंगा, मैं आपको लिख के दिखाता हूँ। कई साइन में देखे नहीं है। अब ये भी साइन कहीं करते हैं
उर्दू में
नहीं।
ये एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है।
अब ये साइन बच्चे को क्या पता लगेगा क्या है। अगर बाबर आजम है तो बाबर लिख लें, कुछ ऐसा कर लें ताकि अगले फैन को पता हो ये किसका साइन है।
थोड़ा सा जवाब और दे दें इनके सवाल का।
दे दें अनीक को, दे दें आप दे दें।
उनका एक तो ये है ना कि आप पहले तो सॉर्ट आउट करें ना कि टीवी का अपनी टाइमिंग ठीक करें। आप बेगम के साथ आप
Now we know who's the boss there.
कोऑर्डिनेशन, yeah, exactly, वही मैं उधर ही आ रहा था। कोऑर्डिनेशन अपना ठीक करें। कोई टीवी या तो ऐसा करें कि आपको उस वक्त टीवी मिले, लड़ना पड़ेगा लेकिन मिलेगा, मिल सकता है। अगर वो नहीं मिल सकता then buy another one.
Then buy another TV. Yeah, you should actually think of buying. Annie ने हमें सवाल लिखा है, ये रोमन इंग्लिश रोमन उर्दू वाला जो मामला है ना, ये इसमें मैं फंस जाता हूँ। बट एनी ने सवाल लिखा है, मैं आप लोगों का शो देख रही हूँ मगर मुझे बहुत दुख हो रहा है कि आपने 2 इंडियन क्रिकेटर्स को बिठा के हर वक्त पाकिस्तान की क्रिकेट की बुराई की है। शेम ऑन यू।
यही तो प्रॉब्लम है हमारे मुल्क में। हम बिला वजह झूठ बोली जाएं 60 साल की उम्र में। अच्छा खेलेंगे तो उनको हम यहाँ बिठाएंगे, बुरा खेलेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली उनकी हम क्रिटिसाइज करेंगे, सॉल्यूशंस बताएंगे। ये मेरे मुल्क के लोगों प्लीज इससे निकल जाओ कि बिला वजह की तारीफ करने का क्या फायदा जब पाकिस्तान टीम चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में है ही नहीं, तो उनका जिक्र हम कैसे कर लें दरमियान में। सो दिस इज, ये एक फॉल्स प्रिटेंड में रहना बंद करना पड़ेगा हमें।
All right, there you have it, Annie. You got आपका जवाब मिल गया। और प्लीज रोमन इंग्लिश मत किया करें, बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है। आयशा साकिब कह रही हैं अगेन इंस्टाग्राम से, हाय फखर, आई लव द शो एंड ऑल द इनसाइट्स दैट ऑल द पैनलिस्ट ब्रिंग टू द टेबल, स्पेशली वसीम वकार. आई हैव बीन अ फॉलोअर सिंस द pavilion days. Would love if you could remind Waqar one of his most amazing spells against Sachin Tendulkar. It's been doing the rounds for a while on YouTube. Which was this?
That was in Sahara Cup. I think you bowled him a couple of good deliveries leg before, quite out नहीं हुआ, but appeals भी बड़ी अच्छी की थी, हुई थी close. I think that's the spell she's talking about.
All right. Okay. Zahra Farhan again on Instagram is asking, Assalamu alaikum. I want my kids to join a cricket academy. They are of age 12 and 10. Can you guide me with best cricket academy in Karachi to polish their skills?
Wasim bhai lives in Karachi.
Yeah, yeah. So,
I live in DHA. I'm hardly there, but I think
would-
depend किस एरिया में आप रहते हैं.
yeah, I would say
उस
that. Yeah.
एरिया में अगर आप गुलिस्तान जौहर की तरफ हैं तो वहाँ PI एकेडमी है, 2-3 एकेडमी है जो ठीक ठाक चल रही है.
Absolutely, guys.
मोइन की है DHA में मोइन.
DHA में
Moin
मोइन
Khan
की
Academy in DHA is one of the
नेशनल
best.
बैंक की है क्लिफ्टन में.
Yeah, so they're really good. So guys, if you take a look at the close up here, the problem I have so many questions. These are all questions that have come on Instagram today, just on Instagram, and we just don't have enough time to take
आप
all these
नाम भी
questions.
दिखाते तो उनको यकीन आ सकता था.
नहीं, मैं सिर्फ ये कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि बहुत सारे. So there are a lot of times people have repeated a question and said that I've asked this question for the last 5 days, 6 days. I'm not getting an answer. All I can say is we're really sorry. We're pressed for time and we just can't go through all the questions. With that, we're going to take another break here on the DP World Dressing Room. But when we come back, we're going to tell you who the winner is of that cricket ball signed by our 4 panelists. Stay with us. Welcome back to the DP World Dressing Room, and the ball is signed and loaded on the DP World truck to be dispatched to the winner. But before we announce the winner, we have one more question here. Nikhil, you're going to take it away.
जी हाँ. Thank you so much, Sandeep. Rana साहब का सवाल आया. Alam साहब.
G. Arz.
One question for you. Which commentator of the game, one TV and one radio, do you think is the GOAT? Greatest of all time of commentators.
Richie Beno.
Richie Beno, I think.
Mine is Karim Khan. Bill Laurie, the greatest of all time. The passion. Yeah.
Did
yeah.
you just do that again? Is there a close-up in here? Do that again. You have to do it again. Please.
Yeah, Bill Laurie.
Bill Laurie.
अब वो ऐसे ही उनकी इतना पैशनेट था अगर उसकी कमेंट्री आप सुने तो वो always excited and that's very important for commentator.
Yeah.
Karim Khan.
That's nicely done, by the way.
उसके बाद रो पेंदा.
Really, ऐसे ही है.
The WAQAR, the GABA, the MCG, the SCG.
Yeah, that's true. Ajay, anyone for you?
Yeah, from that era, Richie Beno, he's probably the one that you enjoyed.
Yeah.
No, and the way he used to sum up the situation and the game.
For me,
Very subtly.
on radio, for me, it was Chishti Mujahid's voice.
Chishti Mujahid sahab,
It always brings back memories.
बड़े उसी पे
Especially when you guys were on tour to
वो
West
और
Indies.
वो थे वो जो
Iftikhar साहब.
Yeah.
You guys were on tour to the West Indies.
उमर कुरैशी भी साथ थे.
जी उमर कुरैशी साहब. वो जो पूरा लॉर्ड था ना उनका, that radio के साथ, because we used to hear the radio
तारिक साहब
commentary.
भी थे. I think तारिक साहब.
तारिक सईद?
नहीं.
भाईजान है तारिक सईद नहीं हो सकते.
इंग्लिश के थे वो इंग्लिश के थे. हमायूं, I think he passed away.
Okay.
Yeah. He was one of the
I
great
know what you're saying.
commentators on Pakistan radio.
So we've had some really good ones.
Yes.
All right, folks, with
So
that, it's time to declare the winner for the DP World signed cricket ball to be dispatched. And we had some deliberation. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think?
आपने डिसाइड कर लिया है डिसाइड कर रहे हैं.
Faisal Khurram, even though your question was absolutely ludicrous, but it was fun. And we have been investigating where that smoke is emanating from. We are all now very, very concerned. And WAQAR has absolutely disowned this smoke, this one, right
मेरे में से नहीं आ रही.
ये इनमें से नहीं आ रही, right? That one. So well done. Congratulations, Faisal Khurram. Somebody will get in touch with you from the production. And that signed ball will be dispatched to you by DP World. Thank you very much. And with that, guys, you know what? Let's take a look at the expert predictions. How are our boys doing? This is how it's been going down. Ooh, Jaddu Paji has come to the lead. Nikhil has gone down with 10 points. We've got Nikhil Chopra with 9 and Wasim and WAQAR combined together are on top by 11 points. Because I've decided to combine the two of you together.
The reason I was not interested, the last time I won this package, these hampers, they were biscuits in there, so I said I don't want to carry biscuits to Pakistan.
Gold?
No.
No, we are in Dubai.
I wasn't in Dubai.
There still could be a chance that अगर बराबर हो जाता, मैं आज फिर कह रहा हूँ that it should get divided.
Whatever is in there, the DP World truck has to be divided.
It has to be divided.
It has to be shared. 5 ways.
That's the beauty about the show and the dressing room.
5.
It's the whole team effort.
5 ways.
5 ways.
And 5 means who?
Yeah.
Pujara.
Yes.
Yes, Pujara, because he was there too. Yeah.
Fakhar साहब ने लगे उन्होंने तो नाम लाया.
No,
You are the.
No, he's the one who's signing.
I'm just
यार मैं प्रोग्रेस करनी शुरू की थी टूर्नामेंट ही मुक रहे हैं.
Sorry, buddy. You should have been on top of it right from the word go. All right, so we're going to have a special prize for the winner of this, the leaderboard, in that DP World Truck. We'll open it on the last day, on the final, after the result of the final, the total score that comes out. And one gentleman here is going to walk away with whatever is special inside that DP World Truck.
Right.
And it's not candies, it's not biscuits, it's not chocolates. I promise you, it's something special.
Did I hear you right saying walk away with it?
You'll walk away
ट्रक
with
पे
it.
बह के जावांगे.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਸਰ we can
इंडिया जावांगे ਅਸੀਂ दोनों बह के.
मैं तो फिर नहीं समझा ना.
ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝੋ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਹੈ.
Start करने धक्का मार.
All right, folks. Once again, a
Never
big
mind.
congratulations
Next
to
time.
all the Kiwi fans and all the Indian fans, because you guys are going to be meeting in the finals in Dubai on Sunday, on the 9th of March. That's the game, India versus New Zealand, from the Ring of Fire, Dubai International Cricket Stadium on the 9th of March, which basically means that we have 3 days off, which is just fantastic. We deserve it. We've earned it.
You guys
needed
have
it.
3 days off. I have 2 days off.
Yes, you have. You're filming something tomorrow.
Yeah.
Chiching.
एक शाहरुख खान Chiching. There's more dollars coming in for WASIM AKRAM. Just in case the tax authorities are listening to this, I did not say that.
You just did.
Sorry, I did not throw you under the bus. I threw you under the DP World
Unguided missile.
I know, like always.
And don't forget, the wardens are watching.
Yeah.
So are the income tax people back.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
जेलर
नहीं मैं वही क्या ना सारे देख रहे तो
All
इनकम
the
टैक्स
jailers
वाले देख लिया वसीम भाई को.
पुणे दिल्ली लाहौर कराची everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, all right. What are your plans, though? I know he's filming tomorrow, but what are your plans?
We're on the golf course.
I'm looking forward to meeting some friends.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
friends from school, spend some time with them.
Yeah.
My daughter's coming over. It was her birthday
Amazing.
today.
Hey,
so
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy
Good evening.
birthday.
So she's coming
Amira,
over.
yeah?
Amira. yeah.
Amira, happy birthday to you. That's awesome.
So spend some time with her, and hopefully I'm going to go a day with you to see the island.
Yes, you are. We're going to take you out to the islands, to the world islands, and hopefully we're going to take one of you guys out flying as well. I know
Yes.
Nikhil is going to go fly with me
Yeah.
over the Dubai skyline. Wasim is going to be filming. WAQAR is going to be golfing. I think we pretty much have everything set.
If I get my set delivered, then I will probably play.
Wait. Don't look and say that in the camera. Look slightly left. Danny is still sitting there. He needs to hear that again.
If I get it delivered.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
You can't play alone. No. Most importantly, set you can get from somewhere else.
Yeah.
But to get a tee off time is more important.
No, but I
so
tell
that's
you
what we need.
I think tee off time is not a problem. And don't
Can't
worry
get
about
on.
delivery. Because I can assure you with DP World, we make sure everything is delivered on time everywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, right?
Let's
just
see.
making
Let's
sure
see.
that it gets delivered.
see.
Now.
Seeing is
Adding
believing.
more pressure. Yeah, seeing is believing. All right. Gentlemen, thank you so much. It has been a fantastic journey up to this point.
Excellent.
We have 3 days off.
Yeah, we
we
need
are
it.
going to be going to the Brain Performance Center also on the 7th, which is going to be a fantastic experience.
So
And,
the final is at your own risk when we come out of it.
I don't know. I think your brain will improve from all the nonsense that you've been saying here. I think finally there's going to be some improvement for the finals at least.
Then what? The show will be boring then.
Let's see. We'll find out. All right.
If he talks sense.
Is he gonna? Are you
Is
gonna?
somebody trying to take themselves seriously
not
now?
being too chirpy today?
Yeah.
उन्हें कुछ गल नहीं करना चाहता कि बंद कर दियो 11 बज रहे ने 12 बज रहे ने now they're just being chirpy guys.
Chal, get on with
Just
it.
Yeah,
because,
let's just go-
because
yes.
first because we got 3 days coming, off days coming, और दूसरा तुझे क्या ना brain test कराने ने.
तो brain test नहीं हो सकता.
मेरा तो अगर लोड नहीं है.
नारियल टेस्ट
मैं तो जाने नहीं उस पास से. I'm not going that way.
All right, folks, thank you very much for joining us. Wherever you are in the world, thank you for all the kind comments and all the messages that you keep sending us through all the digital platforms. Thank you for the those 35 million plus views that you've given us throughout the world on all the digital platforms. And once again, a big congratulations to Indian and New Zealand cricket fans. We wish you the best for the 9th of March. We are going to be back here on air at 12 noon Pakistan Standard Time, and whatever your time zone may be on the 9th of March, join us for the final of the ICC Champions Trophy 2025. We'll find out which team is going to wear that white jacket. With that, all I can say is, it bit Gulkan. Good night.